Hi, welcome back. Today we're looking at what to actually do with AI-generated test scenarios once you have them, because getting a better list is only half the job. Last time I showed you how to get AI to produce scenarios worth thinking about, scope, context, and changing right test cases to what should I be thinking about. You got a better list. Now you have 12 scenarios in front of you. The question is, what do you do with them? Because the list is not a test plan. AI brainstormed with you. It surfaced things worth considering. Some of those things you'll test. Some are already covered by what you have. Some aren't relevant to this release. The work of deciding which is still yours. That judgment is the part that requires a tester. Before you sort anything, read the whole list once without marking anything. You're looking for the shape of it. What's clustered, what's missing, what jumps out. Don't make decisions yet. You're orienting. This takes 2 minutes and stops you from over-indexing on whatever's first. Once you've read it, sort everything into 3 buckets. Already covered, existing tests handle this. Worth exploring. This is new, risky, or specific enough to think about. Not relevant, out of scope for this release, or something you're consciously deferring. You don't need elaborate tooling. A comment in your test doc is fine. For everything in worth exploring, ask, what happens if this fails in production? A user with a saved card gets an error when they try SplitPay. That's a lost transaction and a frustrated customer. A session timeout mid-verification. What state does the order end up in? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, the scenario earns a test. Before you write anything new, check what you already have. Some of what AI surfaces will already be covered, things like happy path transactions and basic input validation. Don't duplicate. What you're after are the gaps, scenarios specific to this feature, this rollout, or this combination of circumstances that nothing else covers. Some scenarios are too vague to test directly. UK user with non-UK billing address is a real concern. But what exactly are you checking? What should the system do? If you can't answer that, the scenario needs more thinking before it becomes a test. That's not a failure of the prompt, that's the prompt doing its job. Pay attention to the scenarios that make you pause, not because they're hard to test, but because you're not sure what the right behavior is. That hesitation usually means there's an unanswered question in the requirements, in the design, or in a conversation that hasn't happened yet. Those are often the most valuable things on the list. The SplitPay list after triage, worth exploring, user with saved card encounters. SplitPay for the first time, guest user switches mid-flow, session timeout during verification, which is high consequence. Needs clarification, UK user with non-UK billing address, where the expected behavior isn't specified, already covered, returning user's expired saved card, handled by existing card payment tests. From the AI list, you've got 3 scenarios worth testing in detail, one that needs a conversation with the team about expected behavior, and one you can confidently skip. A focused list, not a long one. You made those decisions. AI gave you the raw material to make them faster. Better prompt gets you better raw material. Your evaluation turns that material into something you can act on. The skill isn't prompting, it's knowing what to do with the output. Take your next feature, run the scenarios through these 3 questions. Already covered, what's the consequence? Specific enough to test. If you want to keep going with this series, subscribe. There's more coming.